Every commercial you watch, every conversation you join, and every argument you have about who the impostor could be in Among Us includes at least one of three rhetorical appeals: ethos, pathos, and logos. Rhetoric, or the art of persuasion, always takes into account these appeals. Whenever you read a text or argue with a buddy about which is better, tacos or hamburgers, you are using ethos, pathos, or logos. Or, if you're good, you're using a combination of all three. A speaker or writer's ethos is built on the idea that we believe people we trust and find credible. We are more likely to be persuaded by people with certain experiences, expertise in a field, knowledge on a topic, or someone who seems sincere. If you are a salesman and you can persuade a customer that you can be trusted, that the customer's needs are the priority, and that you, the salesman, are an expert in your field and your knowledge vast, and your first-hand experience is necessary to guide the customer away from potential pitfalls, then you will probably get the sale. However, if a customer doubts your credibility in any way, perhaps your knowledge seems lacking or you don't seem trustworthy, then you probably won't get the sale. Appeals to ethos often necessitate shared values between the speaker or writer and her audience. Thus, building trust is going to look different in every rhetorical situation. A speaker or writer's logos appeals to the rationality and logic of her audience. When you write an essay for school, an essay that has a clear thesis statement, which is backed up with specific details, explanations, statistics, and more, this is an appeal to logos. If your arguments are solidified by research and you provide a counter-argument, thus knowledge of opposing viewpoints on a topic, you appear more persuasive in the sense that you have thought about things and think rationally about them. A speaker or writer's pathos appeals to the emotions of an audience. We all have values and beliefs that we hold dear and become emotional about. If a person loves America, then it is easier to appeal to this person's sense of patriotism and love of country. A person's identity can particularly be manipulated by emotional appeals. If a person is proud to be a father, a commercial that features stories of heroic dads could entice this person to buy a backpack that is geared for strong fathers. Arguments that cater solely to an audience's pathos or emotions are typically seen as weak. However, when pathos is sprinkled on some logos and ethos, this can be a convincing concoction, since humans are often emotionally and tribally driven. Now, to demonstrate that you truly understand ethos, pathos, and logos, your mission is this. Listen to the following scenarios and choose one to write an argumentative paragraph about. Create your own persuasive recipe of ethos, pathos, and logos, and underline each time you use one. If you use ethos, underline your statement and write the letter E. If you use pathos, underline the statement and write a P. The topics are meant to be fun and lighthearted, so be creative and funny if you choose. But be sure you accurately use all your rhetorical appeals: ethos, pathos, and logos. Here are your scenarios. Number 1. Convince your school district that school lunches should not only be free, but prepared by chefs. Number 2. Convince a teacher of your choice that they should get a TikTok account. Number 3. Convince a teacher of your choice that Among Us is a game that teaches important skills related to that class and should be part of the curriculum. Number 4. Convince a teacher of your choice that their favorite sports team is terrible and that they should cheer for another team. Number 5. Convince your parents or guardians that you should be allowed to have a pet cheetah. Number 6, convince your school that a Starbucks should be built on campus. Number 7, convince your school that students should get paid for good grades. Number 8, convince your parents or guardians that you should get a tattoo. And number 9, convince your principal that there should be a class dedicated to watching anime. Good luck with your paragraphs.